This talk is how to solve any problem with my Real Conversations process. That's Real Conversations with yourself. If you were walking along a beach and you found this old brass lamp and you started polishing it, and a magic genie came out and said, I can give you the power to solve any problem in minutes for the rest of your life. Would you want that? Would you think that was valuable? Well, I'm going to give you my secret about how to do this. It's very simple. Every problem is a sign of an unmet need. So you just discover what's missing and supply that, and the problem disappears. This is cool. This is my life work that I teach people. I developed this 30 years ago as a body-mind therapist working with myself and clients and students, and so I love to share this with people. There's 4 major needs that we have. It could be physical, emotional, mental, or spiritual. When one of those needs aren't met in any, there's a lot of different needs under that categories, but when one of the needs isn't met, it's like a light goes on your dashboard in the form of a problem. A problem is just like a red light on the dashboard. It says, hey, this car needs oil, or this car needs gas. Because if you don't, the car stops or the engine blows up, right? So you want to take care of that. And it's like that with our being. So these are our needs, because a lot of people maybe aren't aware of our needs, but physical, for example, could be food, air, water, exercise, sleep, shelter, warmth, safety. Emotional could be love, connection, support. It could be self-esteem, needing to play. Those are all emotional needs. Some mental needs could be to learn new things, to understand, to use logic, to solve problems, to validate, to be competent in what we're doing. Some spiritual needs could be divine love, guidance, beingness, harmony, inspiration, peace, to contribute, to have a purpose and a meaning in life. Those are spiritual needs. A lot of times we are not familiar with our own feelings and needs because sometimes as a child we have been not supported in expressing our feelings and needs. How many of you heard this as a child? You don't need a hug, you just want attention. Don't cry, you have nothing to cry about. You're not hungry. Stop being angry. You're not sad, don't be sad. You don't really need that toy. So we start to not trust our own feelings and needs. Like one man said, they told me I wasn't lonely. I could have sworn I was lonely. You know, and we start to second guess ourselves. And maybe I don't feel that. Maybe I don't need that. Or even if we do, you know, try to express it. It isn't safe to express it or to ask that our needs get met. We might be belittled or put down or criticized for being mad or scared or sad. So what we do is we end up staying in our heads, in our intellect, you know, just living from here up, and not in our heart with our feelings or in our gut, which is connected to our base level needs. It's safer that way to stay in our head, but the downside is when we have a problem, we don't know how to help it because we aren't in touch with our feelings and needs, which give us clues to what we're needing and how to solve that. So I'm here to tell people that every problem has a solution. It's always within reach. You don't have to do it alone. Every problem is a sign of an unmet need, and every need is valid as a plant that needs sun and food and water and air and everything. And so our needs are also valid. So whenever you feel stuck, procrastinating, distracted, frustrated, overwhelmed, confused, or addictive, you can stop and ask yourself, or even write this down, what am I feeling and what am I needing? Sometimes we might need to take care of ourselves and get our blood sugar balanced out, or just take a nap or get enough sleep. Sometimes we might need a hug, we might need social connection, or even to love ourselves and validate ourselves and our own self-esteem. Or we might need to learn a new skill in some cases. Or we might need a connection with the divine or a purpose in life to be able to have meaning in life. How do we get these things? We can get these within us or from the higher power of the divine, or we can ask the people around us to help us meet these needs. Can I have a hug today? Will you listen to me? We can ask for our needs to be met. Here's some examples of needs, of problems, and the needs that might be underneath it and how to help it. So let's say that if I feel anxious, I might be needing security. One way to get that could be to put my hand on my tummy and just breathe and say, am I okay now? Am I okay right now? Or go for a walk in nature, which always calms me down and gives me that security of noticing that the spiritual laws are at work. If I feel overwhelmed or overworked, I might need time. How can I get that? I could outsource, I could delegate, or I could let go of some of the things on my to-do list. If I'm distracted, I might need focus. The martial arts are very good for that, or the horse stance. Getting an accountability partner can help keep us focused, and also removing distractions. If I am in sales and I have a fear about making my calls, I could remember the help that I give people. If I have a fear about being rejected when I make my calls, I could make sure that I'm asking permission before I offer my help to another person. If I feel unworthy for money or success, I might need to remember that I deserve these things as a thank you. The money is a thank you for the people that I've helped. If I feel stuck, I might need movement, and just taking that first step can get the ball rolling, get the momentum going. If I feel complacent, kind of passionless, I might need to remember my purpose or to get my why. I hope that this helps you know that you deserve real conversations with yourself to know your feelings and needs and to meet every need and solve every problem.